welcome back to my channel. Today is Foundation Friday. If you haven't seen my Foundation Friday review from last week, I will have it linked up here. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This foundation was $12 and I got the shade F12. Let's hope that this is the shade that fits me because I think that I was either 12 or 12.5. I think I was leaning more towards 12.5, but they don't carry that in store. So if you need to pick that up and you think that's your shade, you need to order it online. You can either go onto Makeup Revolution's website or on Ulta.com. I did pick this up in store because I wanted to hurry up and do the review for you guys for Foundation Friday. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to hop on the website and just see what the foundation claims and just a little bit more about the foundation. I'm on Ulta's website. It says, like I said, it's the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. It retails for $12 and it does have 24 shades. So let's just read the excerpt that's on the website and just see what kind of facts we can find out about it. Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation offers a lightweight yet buildable coverage in 24 skin-true shades. This versatile foundation is designed to suit every skin type and tone. With an oil-free yet creamy and comfortable formula that dries down to a long-lasting demi-matte finish. It won't settle into fine lines or cling to dry patches. Housed in a luxe glass bottle with a jumbo doe foot applicator, greater control and less waste, this foundation offers highly pigmented coverage that can be layered or diffused to suit your look. It is vegan, it's cruelty-free, paraben-free, and oil-free. And like they said, it is in a really nice glass bottle, and it does have a doe foot applicator, as you can see. It's a pretty good size doe foot applicator. This kind of reminds me of the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation plus concealer, I think it's called. I actually really prefer these doe foot applicators. I love pumps. I love doe foot applicators as well. I basically prefer these just because it's just easy just to swipe on wherever you need to and then just blend it in with your sponge. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's just jump right into it. If you haven't seen any of my previous Foundation Fridays, which I don't know what you've been doing with your life, but please go check them out because I do review different foundations every Friday. Usually my foundation reviews are wear tests and demos. I usually try on the foundation for the full day and then I give you my review at the end of the day. I also do test out using a beauty sponge on one side and a foundation brush on the other side. So let's go right into it. Like I said, I did pick up the shade F12 because that's the only one that they had in store. They either had F12 or F13. And usually I would go darker, but I just wanted to play it safe this time and just pick up the lighter one. So we can fix that. We can just bronze it up and do all that good stuff. So we're just going to get started. I'm going to prime my face using the Cover FX Blurring Primer. And I'm just going to go ahead and put that on. I'm going to also use my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is just a little travel size. I'm just trying to finish it up before I open the bigger one that I have. Alright, now that my face is all primed and ready to go, I think we can move on to the foundation. I'm so excited because I've heard so many mixed reviews. I've heard a lot of more good ones than bad ones, but I'm going to go ahead and try it out and let's just see. That looks like actually a pretty good match. Let's go ahead and just brush that on. And like I said, I do really like the doe foot applicator. I do use the Clinique Beyond Perfecting foundation. So I actually really like doe foot applicators. A lot of people have gripes with it because it's not sanitary and whatnot, but to be honest, I'm the only one using this. so it doesn't matter. So this side, I'm going to use the sponge, and I'm using this new sponge that I've picked up. It's the F12 complexion sponge, I believe. It's so squishy, and it's such a great sponge. You can actually see the sponge layers in it. It shows like the actual sponge, and you know, I really like it. I believe it was like $3 or $4. Let's just go ahead and spread it out. Looking a tiny bit ashy. That's why I thought that I did need to go for the 12.5, but this doesn't look bad. Did a good job covering up. On camera, it looks so much lighter than it actually is. It looks like real light. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and put the foundation on the other side, and I'm gonna be using a brush to apply it. The foundation brush that I'm using is going to be it's going to be the MAC 196 brush. I've had this for a while. It's an okay brush. It feels great on the skin. You want to blend down to your neck. It's so weird, but it does look super light on camera. It looks pretty close to my skin in person. Right off the bat, I don't see a difference with the coverage. I kind of feel like I liked it better with the sponge, just the way that it applied, because the way that it applied and blended in, I liked it better with the sponge. I just prefer sponges just because, you know, I feel like they do a good job with pressing it into your skin. My first impression, it does have really good coverage. I'm gonna kind of put a little bit more in the areas where I have like discoloration or hyperpigmentation, which is like right here and right here. So let's see how it blends out. And it does a good job with layering. It doesn't feel like there's anything, it doesn't feel cakey or anything like that. I actually really am liking this so far. I like it. I'm kind of thrown off with the color because on camera it does look really light, like ghost light on camera, but in person it doesn't look that bad. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, and I'll be back so we can get started with the rest of our day. Alright guys, I'm back and I did my full face. Everything layered on pretty seamlessly. The foundation is still looking good. I don't see it settling anywhere or looking cakey anywhere particular. It is still looking a tad bit lighter on camera than it is in person, but it doesn't look that pale in person. So I'm not walking outside looking really, really light. So everything looks good, and it feels like I don't have anything on as far as the foundation goes. It doesn't feel cakey or anything like that. I'm really happy with how it looks. So this is what it looks like right now. And I think it looks really, really good. Right now, the time is 3:33. Right now the time is 3:33, and we'll check back at the end of the day. Right now the time is 3:33, and we will check back at the end of the day to see how this foundation wears. I'm so excited to see what kind of results we're gonna get, because I've been hyping this foundation up in my head because everybody's just been talking about it and saying that it's good and, you know, it's full coverage. It's a really good foundation and you really can't beat it for $12. So I'm excited for this. Hey guys, I'm back for my final check-in, and it's been a long day. We left off last at 3:33, I believe the time was, and currently the time is 1:52. So it's been a little over 10 hours. Again, the foundation that we're reviewing today is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and I have the shade F12. This foundation actually lasted pretty well. Where I left off last, the foundation was looking a little bit light on my skin, and even now it still looks a little bit light on camera, but in person it did adjust to my skin tone, and it looks like it matches. Even before, it looked like it matched my skin. It's not caking up anywhere. I don't see that it rubbed off anywhere on my face. In person, it does look a little bit faded here around my mouth, but that's usually where I get a little bit gray. So I could have gone a shade darker, which I was planning to do, which was the shade 12.5. I think 12.5 probably would have fit me perfectly. Like I said, the shade isn't carried in the store. You have to actually purchase that online, whether it's Ulta or Makeup Revolution's website. It does look a little bit oily around my forehead, in my T-zone. Surprisingly not on the bottom half of my face, where usually my nose would be oily, and I would have some oil on my chin as well. Just get right into my normal pause system. Kind of just goes into all the details that we worry about when we're looking for a foundation. Starting out with the price, which is $12 for this foundation. I think that's an amazing price. I mean, where do you get a foundation for $12? Makeup Revolution is known for their affordable products. This is actually a great buy, and I think it is full coverage. And also the fact that it comes with a doe foot applicator helps out, because you know, you can kind of control the type of coverage that you want. And this doe foot, it actually is really nice because it kind of has a little scoop in the doe foot that allows the foundation to kind of sink in there, and I think that's actually really creative. I really like the packaging. It's a nice glass bottle. It looks very luxurious, but for $12, just not with the price tag, you know? As far as the application, again, like, I don't see a difference. I kind of feel like brushes and sponges really don't matter when you're applying foundation. It's just nice to test it out to see if, you know, there is a difference. Sometimes some foundations do work better with a sponge, and others work better with a brush. With this foundation, looking at it up close, it does look like the side with the sponge actually had more coverage this time, which is rare because, like I say in every video, a beauty sponge usually absorbs most of the product, that it kind of shears out the foundation. But in this case, it did give a pretty full coverage. That could just be the foundation itself or the sponge, but let's just say it's the foundation because it does claim that it is a full coverage foundation. As the wear test, I think it wore really nice. I didn't have any problems with transfer or excessive oiliness. It did, you know, set really nice. Products did wear nicely on top of this foundation, and yeah, I mean, it's been over 10 hours and I think it's looking pretty good. I could probably just blot and go about my day. Let's go ahead and blot. This could be a tradition for us. We could just blot our face together, and you can use any blotting sheets you want. It really doesn't matter. Sometimes I even settle for toilet paper or facial tissue or even paper towels from like public restrooms. It really doesn't matter what you use. I mean, it's still gonna get the oil off. So I'm just using a regular pack of blotting sheets. So let's go ahead and blot our face and look at all the oil coming off. It actually is really satisfying for me to watch. As you can see, this is the oil on my face, and there is some transfer of the foundation as well. That's just because once you get oily, any foundation is going to come off of me. So I blotted my face looks pretty good in person as well as on camera. I think it's good enough to just go out if you need to or want to. And last but not least, as far as the shade range, there's 24 shades to this foundation. I think they did good. They had good intentions, but you just need more shades. You just always need more shades. They did a really good job with having some shades that covered the deeper skin tones. There's 12 fair shades and 12 medium to deep shades. Technically, there's 9 shades that are like from medium to deep. So, I mean, I wish there was more. You can't have enough of shades. You just need more. You just always need more to cover everyone. And there's a lot of shades in between that are never covered. So I think they had a good attempt with the color. That concludes my review and wear test of this foundation. I was pleasantly surprised by this foundation, and I definitely would recommend for any oily girl, dry skin girl, anyone. They do say that this is for all skin types. I can't stop talking about this doe foot applicator because I really am a fan of these applicators. Again, it's $12. You can't beat that with a stick. Definitely go pick up this foundation and see what kind of results you get. I hope you guys liked this video, and please leave me a comment down below to let me know if you like this video, if you picked up this foundation and what your experience was with it, and just to say hi. I would really appreciate it if you could please like and subscribe, and also hit that bell down below if you want to stay tuned to any of my future uploads. I really appreciate the love and support and watching my video and sticking through this video with me, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye!